from the soulagentblog.com and sarupashah.com, and this is another business lesson from the Med. I hadn't planned these, they've just kind of occurred because the Med has been taking me on a little bit of a journey. So the next day after business lesson 1, and if you've missed it, the link is below, I went back to get in the sea. It was bit similar to the day before, so the waves were a little bit rambunctious, and as I started to kind of get in, I felt a sense of a lot more trepidation this time. I don't know why, I just did. It was just my own energy, and as I sort of got a little bit sort of towards knee height, a massive wave came and I took such a tumble, and these pebbles or rocks, or what, well, they weren't quite rocks, that's a bit dramatic, kind of got swept up from under on the seabed, and I got whacked around, I got bruised, I got water in my eye, I felt like I swallowed it, and it was really like uncomfortable, but then I got dragged out. So I was kind of like, well, I'm kind of in, but I was trying to find my balance and bearings, and then waves were just coming. You know how waves, if you've been playing in the sea or ocean, they kind of come in this rhythm. So when there's a few big ones or a few kind of rough and rambunctious, as I'm calling them, they kind of come in that rhythm, and then there's a little moment of calm, and I couldn't get my kind of balance however much I tried, and couldn't put my feet down either. So it was just like having to tread water, and it wasn't actually that much fun or comfortable. And then I kind of tried to swim back to a little bit of a shallower bit, and then it was fine. My eyes were stinging, and I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to keep trying to have a go and get back into the fun that I had the day before. And I was with Michael, my partner, and I was trying to talk to him, and each time I tried to even talk to him, just at that point, bang, came another wave, and off I went. Obviously I'm not a brilliant swimmer, so I'm kind of feeling a bit giggly thinking about it now. But in the end, I thought, you know what? After the third time, I said, this is enough, and I got out. So I was only really in the water for a very, very short amount of time. And the business lesson there that, kind of got me pondering, and it was occurring while I was in the water as well, but I wasn't having much time to think because it was quite a fast experience, was that in business often, whether there's limited success or even if there has been lots of kind of consistent success, sometimes we just kind of recreate the same thing. So we play out the same patterns. And I see this when I'm working with people as a business coach, or if I'm doing money healing. It's really about breaking those patterns. People want to get different results, so they want to have a leap in the impact that they're having, in the finances that they're having. But if you're doing the same thing again and again, and sometimes people do the same thing dressed up in a different way, expecting different results, and they end up in a similar or exactly the same place, it's like, well, it's not surprising. And sometimes actually you have to come out, you have to stop, you have to breathe, and you have to kind of look at it from a different perspective and take a different route. And my different route on day 2 with the Med was to come out and actually kind of just watch the rhythm and enjoy it from a different perspective. And what was really interesting, because the analogy continued, was we went for a couple of drinks after, and here in this part of Spain, when you have a drink, whether it's a soft drink or a pint of lager, well, it's not pints, but they're cerveza, you get a tapas. And until now, all the tapas have basically been meat and fish and even offal, things that I don't eat. So I kind of watch Michael eating them, thinking, oh, I'm getting hungrier and hungrier, and he's going to get less and less hungry. So I end up having to order stuff for me. And this time round, actually, we went to 2 different places, and we got 2 vegetarian tapas, which is so far been so unusual. So it was like when I got out of the water, I actually got what I want. And it felt like when we stop trying to do the same thing all the time and thinking I must, and get so fixed and grounded, and actually come out and try something different, you end up getting what you want anyway. So I hope this lesson has inspired you and given you something to think and ponder about, what are you doing that's just trying to do exactly the same thing? Where have you become perhaps grounded and stubborn and not willing to try a different route, not willing to step back and actually look at a different perspective and different options for you? And how about making this last part of 2014 your opportunity to try something new, to do something differently, to take a different route and see what different results you get, and see how you can then change the impact that you're having in the world by increasing it, and the impact that you have in your life, in your business, and your bank balance. And I'm going to take this opportunity just to share something that I'm running with Michael Robinson starting in a couple of weeks on September the 24th. It's an online program where we're going to show you how you can unleash your inner sales guru, your inner business master, and it's set how you can sell with soul, authenticity, and success. So it's really this kind of opportunity to build a business, even if you already have a business or you've got an idea, but how you can build this really, really, really strong foundation. So we do the inner work, the spiritual work, it's all part and parcel of this, as well as learning how to actually get out there and sell and market and be authentic, do it all soulfully. This isn't about learning processes and techniques exactly the way we do it. This is about unleashing you so that your purpose, your gifts get out into the world. So it starts September the 24th, and you can take a look at the soulagentblog.com/summer school 2014. We're still in summer, so we're still calling it Summer School 2014. So if you take a look at the soulagentblog.com/summer school 2014, you can read all about it. It's a group program. We're going to be running a class every 2 weeks. You're going to get workbooks that really allow you to explore different aspects of business, the aspects of business that perhaps you've overlooked in the excitement of being in business. And it's time now for you to kind of build that solid foundation, and how you can do the inner work to actually take those leaps so you can be more visible. One of the reasons I'm doing this video series is because it pushes me out of my comfort zone. It makes me be more visible. It stops me kind of thinking, oh no, I don't look right, or I need to have this fabulous script and fabulous camera person and all of that. It's like pushing myself out there so I can share my wisdom, so I can actually be in service to the world. And that's ultimately what I know you desire to be. So take a look. And if you've enjoyed this lesson from the Med number 2, then please leave me a comment, leave me your thoughts, any questions, and of course do share this video too. So until the next time, I send you much love.